Have you ever wondered how the ancient Egyptians built those magnificent pyramids that still stand tall today? It's a story that stretches over 1,000 years, a tale of ambition, innovation, and a civilization reaching for eternity. Let's journey back in time, more than 4,500 years ago, to uncover the secrets of these stone giants. Our story begins before the first pyramid even existed, during a time we call the early dynastic period. Back then, pharaohs and nobles weren't buried in pyramids, but in simpler structures called mastabas. Imagine a flat-topped, rectangular building made of mud bricks, with sloping sides. Below ground, a hidden chamber held the deceased and their worldly possessions, things they believed they'd need in the afterlife. These mastabas were like a stepping stone, the first draft of the grand structures to come. They established the fundamental idea, a monumental tomb to honor the ruler and ensure their journey into the next life. But one visionary architect was about to change everything. Enter Imhotep, a genius of his time. He was the vizier, or chief minister, to King Djoser of the Third Dynasty. Around 2667 BC, Djoser wanted more than just a simple mastaba. Imhotep had a revolutionary idea. What if they stacked several mastabas on top of each other, each one smaller than the one below? The result was the world's first large-scale stone building, the Step Pyramid at Saqqara. It rose in 6 giant steps, reaching for the heavens like a divine staircase. This wasn't just a tomb, it was a statement. It symbolized the pharaoh's ascent to the gods. The Step Pyramid complex was a city for the dead, complete with temples, courtyards, and shrines, all enclosed by a massive wall. Imhotep's creation was a game-changer, setting the stage for the true Pyramid Age. Following Djoser, pharaohs continued to experiment with pyramid design. King Sneferu, the first ruler of the Fourth Dynasty, was particularly obsessed with achieving the perfect form. He was a prolific builder, responsible for not one, but 3 major pyramids. His first attempt at Medum started as a step pyramid, but was later modified, and ultimately, its outer casing collapsed. Undeterred, Sneferu began a second pyramid at Dashur. This one is famously known as the Bent Pyramid. Why bent? Because halfway up, the builders abruptly changed the angle of the slope, making it less steep. They likely realized their original angle was too ambitious and unstable. Still not satisfied, Sneferu commissioned a third pyramid just a short distance away. This time he got it right. The Red Pyramid, named for the reddish hue of its core limestone, was the world's first successful true smooth-sided pyramid. Its creation was a monumental achievement, solving the complex engineering challenges and paving the way for the most iconic structure of all. Now, we arrive at the pinnacle of pyramid building, the Great Pyramid of Giza. Built for Sneferu's son, Khufu, around 2580 BC, it is the largest and most famous of all pyramids. For nearly 4,000 years, it was the tallest man-made structure on Earth. Imagine the sheer scale, over 2 million massive stone blocks, some weighing as much as 80 tons, fitted together with breathtaking precision. The construction was an incredible feat of logistics and engineering. Thousands of skilled laborers, not slaves as is often depicted, worked for decades. They quarried the stones, transported them up the Nile, and then hauled them up massive ramps to be placed on the growing structure. The Great Pyramid is a testament to the organizational power and religious devotion of the Old Kingdom. Khufu's successors, his son Khafre and grandson Menkaure, built their own pyramids right next to his at Giza, creating the iconic trio we see today. Khafre's pyramid appears almost as tall as Khufu's because it was built on slightly higher ground, and its outer casing at the top is still partially intact. Khafre is also credited with the Great Sphinx, the enigmatic statue with the body of a lion and the head of a pharaoh, which stands guard over the pyramids. Menkaure's pyramid is significantly smaller, perhaps signaling a shift in resources or priorities. Together, these 3 pyramids and the Sphinx form the Giza Pyramid Complex, an awe-inspiring necropolis that has fascinated travelers and scholars for millennia. So how exactly did they do it? While we don't have a definitive blueprint, archaeologists have pieced together a compelling picture. The workforce consisted of skilled Egyptian craftsmen and seasonal laborers, likely farmers who worked on the pyramids during the Nile's annual flood when their fields were underwater. They lived in a well-organized city near the construction site, complete with bakeries, breweries, and medical facilities. The prevailing theory for moving the massive stones is a system of ramps. These could have been straight ramps leading up one side, spiral ramps wrapping around the pyramid, or even an internal ramp system within the structure itself. Recent discoveries suggest they may have also used water, wetting the sand in front of sleds to reduce friction and make it easier to pull the heavy blocks. It was a combination of brilliant engineering, immense manpower, and meticulous planning. After the glory of the Fourth Dynasty, the era of massive pyramid building began to wane. Pharaohs of the Fifth and Sixth Dynasties continued to build pyramids, but they were smaller and constructed with less durable materials. Their core was often made of rubble, which is why many of these later pyramids are now just mounds of debris. However, something new and incredibly important appeared inside them: the pyramid texts. These were intricate hieroglyphic inscriptions carved on the walls of the burial chambers, containing spells and incantations to guide the pharaoh safely through the underworld and ensure his rebirth in the afterlife. They are the oldest known religious texts in the world, giving us priceless insights into ancient Egyptian beliefs about life, death, and divinity. As the Old Kingdom came to an end, so did the age of Grand Pyramid construction. Egypt entered a period of instability, and the centralized power needed for such massive state projects dissolved. Later, during the Middle Kingdom, pharaohs revived the practice of pyramid building, but on a much smaller scale, often using mud bricks instead of stone. These structures simply haven't stood the test of time like their Old Kingdom predecessors. Eventually, the tradition of pyramid tombs was abandoned altogether in favor of hidden, rock-cut tombs like those found in the famous Valley of the Kings. The focus shifted from displaying power externally to protecting the royal burial from tomb robbers. Today, the pyramids of Giza stand as the last remaining of the seven wonders of the ancient world. They are more than just tombs. They are symbols of human ingenuity, ambition, and our eternal quest for immortality. They connect us to a distant past, reminding us of a civilization that aimed for the stars and left a legacy etched in stone. Visiting them is a humbling experience, a chance to walk in the footsteps of pharaohs and marvel at what humans can achieve when they work together toward a common monumental goal. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the history of the Egyptian pyramids. If you found this fascinating, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel for more adventures into the past, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Let me know in the comments which ancient wonder you'd like to explore next. Thanks for watching.